All right, if Bola's there at 15, there's no excuse for the Detroit Pistons to pass up on him. The Pistons didn't want to tank, so they got to take chances on guys that are a risk, but a high risk, high reward. But let's talk about it. We back, Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for showing love and support to the channel. Unless somebody of importance slides because something off the issue or injury, it's clear cut. I believe the Detroit Pistons should select Bola. And I know people gonna say, "Oh, he's just like Thon Maker and this and that." He built like Thon Maker. He got to get stronger. Yeah, but him and Thon, and I think he's a more amazing talent than Thon Maker. They both talented. At the end of the day, you don't have to. It's not catastrophic if they don't work out. It's a boom or bust. But guess what? It's not like the NFL. The majority of picks in the middle of the first round fail. You know what I'm saying? And the Pistons need to be looking from a talent standpoint. They really be looking for the most talented guys with the most upside. And this kid, he averaged 21 points a game, 9 rebounds in this little stint with Oregon, 52% on three-pointers with 3 attempts made per game. And he's an incredible shot blocker, so don't get him mistaken with Thon Maker. Thon Maker, yes, he need to build his physical strength up. And I think with physical strength with Thon will build his confidence up in the league as well. But Bola is amazing, man. Sweet stroke. I think he's from Sudan. Sweet stroke from the outside. Amazing ability, the time for the shot block is what the Pistons need. The Pistons need to be looking for cheap stars, guys that can grow, guys that can be like Giannis, lanky guys that got ability, that need to build their physical strength up. That's what I liked about Thon Maker. People talking about, oh, Thon Maker's so garbage, man. And what was Stanley Johnson? You got idiots really out here talking about Stanley Johnson. He about to be overseas hooping. You know what I'm saying? You got idiots sitting out here saying, Stanley Johnson will stop. No, he wouldn't. Stanley Johnson didn't do nothing in New Orleans. Nothing. Stanley Johnson was a grade A bum. He don't even have the smidget or the 1% of the upside that Thon Maker got. You gonna have to work with Thon Maker. He's a kid. But you see he got the ability to hit open shots. He just got to get stronger. And Bola is another guy that has the physical ability up and down the court, able to take the ball, handle the rock, and bring it up and get you into your offense. He got the ability to play the 5, protect the rim. He got the ability to do everything. Real talk. It's a no-brainer for the Pistons to draft this kid. Now, it's another kid I really like as well, too, and I'll talk about him in the future. But if Bola there at 15, in most mock draft, he slides past the Pistons because he had a stress fracture in his foot, I'm taking a chance on him. Just like the Pistons last year, in my opinion, should have never, traded that pick to the Clippers for Blake Griffin. I think that was stupid, man. You got a superstar without giving up a superstar, but you got to understand, or all-star. You got to understand if an all-star is available without having to give up a ton or another all-star and nobody else is pursuing a guy, you got to ask yourself why, and that's because Blake Griffin is mad injury prone. Had they not gave up that pick, they should have took another shot at Michael Porter Jr. Yeah, he redshirted the year. So did Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. And yeah, I think this kid Bola is gonna play. He gonna do some things at the combine. I think his foot is feeling well for him to work out. Yeah, you might have to give up some time, but does the Pistons plan to win the championship next year? Do they plan to even probably make the playoffs? So you got time to let these dudes get healthy, develop themselves, and when they get healthy and they have full strength, you might have an all-star. That's why I thought it was important for them to have that pick. Michael Porter Jr. slid right to him. And if you haven't seen the kid play, end up getting drafted by Denver. Next year, Denver going to be dangerous. Denver got a whole bunch of players they could trade and get other players for. If Michael Porter Jr. back check out, and contrary to what people believe, you can recover from back injuries. That's a myth that once you get surgery on your back is done. But if they're able to get, Michael Porter Jr. rolling in Denver going to be a championship caliber team for years to come. And that's what happens. Sometimes you got to take risks. And with Bola, that's a risk that need to be taken, in my opinion. A big, tall guy, they got height, 7'3", can block shots, can dunk. I mean, come on. What more do you need? You know what I'm saying? He can develop behind a few of the guys up front. You can get his legs stronger, get his arms stronger, get his chest stronger, work on the back, work on the legs, all that stuff. You could bring him off the bench. He's better than what you got now. And he might develop. Look how Milwaukee allowed Giannis to develop. Giannis stayed in the weight room, but you got to know where his mind at. Do he want to work hard? Do he want to get better? Do he want to win? And is he ready to compete right now? He might be a little bit light in the ass, but you know what? It's the best thing for some kids to get baptized by fire. And I think this kid to step up to the grind or step up to the situation by the middle of next year. He will be playing. And he might be the best player off the Pistons bench. He might work his way into the starting lineup. If the Pistons truly want to keep Andre Drummond, Blake Griffin together, you know what I'm saying, all that salary cap together, and they really want to win something, it's pretty much going to boil down to them hitting on draft picks. And sometimes you got to go with the boom or bust guys. You can't go with the safe guys because the safe guys usually don't pan out. But then again, when the Pistons do get guys that, like Spencer Dinwiddie with a knee injury, or guys they develop like Chris Middleton, or guys they develop on their bench like Aaron Aflalo, they let them go and they produce elsewhere. That's the problem with the Pistons. They don't know how to play young players and develop young players, and that's the good thing about Dwayne Casey. In his recent history with the Toronto Raptors, he's figured out how to develop young players and instill confidence in them. So this would be a good look for them. I don't think it's another choice but Bola Bola. You know, they should have tanked. Obviously, that was the right thing to do. People were so enamored. Oh, let's make the playoffs. To what? To get swept and embarrassed by the Milwaukee Bucks? And don't feel bad. Boston only got one more game than the Detroit Pistons. They got embarrassed too. And they're supposed to be a championship caliber team. They had those type of aspirations. But if you want to sit there with Blake and Drummond, you got to get rookies that can develop into something. And it's no point why Thon Maker and Bola Bola shouldn't have a lot of minutes with the Pistons next year because you don't have shit else. You don't have nothing else. So it's truly time for them to start, you know, taking risks in the drafts. You know what I'm saying? You took KCP over McCollum. Come on, what stupid shit was that? The obvious pick is always not the best pick. Sometimes you got to go on a limb and take a chance. Giannis Antetokounmpo, they took Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. You let me know the last great NBA player that came out of Georgia. Come on. That came out the SEC other than in Kentucky. I know with some guys out there, there's going to be some smart asses, but you don't see too many players come out the SEC other than, you know, from Kentucky. So at this time, get a dude a chance. That's the guy I draft. I would put him right there. Like, if this guy's here at 15, that's what we going to do. Unless Zion or John Morant, Cam Reddish, RJ Barrett slide to 15. Okay, other than that, Bola Bola. You getting a premier. He would have been a top 5, top 10 pick at least if he played the whole season. Easy, he probably been in the top 5. So you telling me I can get a top 5 talent at 15? Okay, if he don't pan out, so what? So then all the other picks, Greg Monroe and KCP. I mean, you done missed before. How about taking a chance on the guy? You know, and they gonna have, and everybody gonna have somebody else they like. At the end of the day, I feel y'all. Everybody gonna have who they like. Oh, he's just like Thon. You know, he's not. You don't know what Thon Maker gonna be. It take time. Giannis Antetokounmpo wasn't that nigga after 1 or 2 seasons. It took time. Everybody don't learn at the same pace. Everybody not gonna hit the ground running in the NBA. Look at Devon Mitchell. He didn't have the best year this year. The best year this year. In year 2, Jason Tatum didn't have the best year this year in year 2. It's a marathon, not a sprint. When you talking about developing NBA players, it's a real marathon. It's not a sprint. So that's what I'm all in on. If they get him, I'll be happy. And then they get to develop him and he could build his strength up. And that's what Thon Maker should be doing the whole offseason. Him and Thon Maker need to be lifting weights. Maybe they need to hire Ben Wallace to be their strength and conditioning coach. Because Ben used to lift before games, after games, you know, and they need to transfer their body to obviously the legal and the healthy way. They need to put some weight on, man. And that'd be some problems with the dudes from basketball players from Africa. They be too skinny, man. When you get to this level, elbow to the ribs, elbows to the side, to the back, you know, that's a lot of man strength coming out here. You don't have too many dudes that like Kevin Willis. Shout out to Kevin Willis, made for the D. You know, they used to come out there looking jacked, but you still got some strong players out there. You still got to deal with the LeBrons, and you got to deal with the Dwight Howards when he get back. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think. I'm all in on Bola Bola. I don't care. The risk outweigh. I think the reward outweigh the risk when it come to him. Just like I think it will with Michael Porter Jr. when he come back next year. He already slam dunking too. So I understand big guys with foot injuries. I take the chance on him, man. Real talk. He ain't got the girth of Joel Embiid, but he got the guard skills of Giannis, and he already got the shot. So you ain't got to worry about him developing the shot. He just need to develop the body. So that's the guy I'm on. Motor City Sports Talk. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Appreciate it, man. Let me know what you guys think about the video about Bola Bola at 15. One time for the one time.